And this all comes because of the heat. KIMT Storm Track 3 Chief Meteorologist Sarah Knox has been tracking that heat as well as the storms. Hey, Sarah.
Yeah, it's been a busy afternoon, Cami. Let me tell you, temperatures, they went way up very quickly. Not to mention the dew points as well. Got very hot, very sticky. And then as the clouds came in, brought some stormy weather, not to mention some outflows. Things have cooled down. Doesn't necessarily mean we're done with the threat, though. That being said, I wanted to show some severe weather north of Rochester. So I turned the camera here on Highway 52. Roadways looking a-okay. You can still see parking lots drying out from when Rochester got some of the rain. Very little compared to what North Iowa saw. But man, the clouds just look so cool. If I could, I'd just stay on it and watch it. Now, as we look at the top-down view, this is what we were seeing in the distance. The majority of the activity has moved to the north, where a little further south just keeps moving southward, and we've been stuck with some lingering showers. Well, because most of it has moved, I'm going to focus on what we're seeing a little further to the north there. That being some severe weather, as mentioned, a few severe thunderstorm warnings to note. The one where Goodhue was included, Goodhue County, no longer active. That's some good news. This one here for Pierce County goes until 6:30 today. So moving on from that, I mentioned the temperatures. It was hot, it was humid. It's still pretty humid out there, but definitely not as hot unless you're going a little closer to the Mississippi. All of us have been touched some way by the rain. Maybe we didn't see some of it come from the sky, but we certainly felt some of the cooler breezes come from the outflow, and temperatures have dipped back into the 70s for most of us, and even some dew points have dropped as well. Places like Preston, where dew points were in the 80s earlier on, now sitting at 72. Many of us are close to the 70-degree number. I can tell you, we're not done with these high numbers. They're going to shoot right back up as we head into tomorrow. Futurecast, though, before we even get into our weekend, brings more conditions as we come into tonight. This is around 9 p.m. We'll be watching for anything developing further to the north and finally making its way southward, getting a little more widespread across southern Minnesota by 10 p.m., by 11 p.m., slipping south of the border, pretty widespread across the entirety of our area. So we'll be watching for that overnight action as, once again, heading into the night, we see a chance for some severe development. Now, this darker red color means that we're seeing that level 2 risk, threats, wind, hail, as well as an isolated tornado. Now, our chances for severe weather continue into Saturday, but they become more low end for severity, but more of a risk for flash flooding, as over the next 48 hours, you can see many of us totaling quite a bit of rainfall. Those numbers never set in stone, but it gives you a good idea that a lot of rain is on the way. We have a lot of moisture in the atmosphere and a lot of days where rain chances are here. We'll be cooling down next week. Cami.